Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we're going to do a team building guide for Physical Ultimate Gohan, the new LR here. So in these videos, what I like to do is I like to look at the unit as the leader and talk about what are the best teams you can make with that unit as the leader. Now, I'm going to be using some stand-ins here because I have not pulled LR Ultimate Gohan yet, and I'm still going to try and pull for him as the celebration continues, but I like getting these team building guides out right away. Right after the banners drop, because people are hyped. They want to know what they can build with their units, right? So I'm going to kind of show you Ultimate Gohan here from the summon screen, and then we'll go into my team build, and I kind of have a stand-in Ultimate Gohan that I'm going to use. But for the leader skill here, we're looking at superheroes and hybrid Saiyans. So that is a massive team. And then on the 200, it's bond of parent and child and movie heroes. Like, this has got to be one of the wider 200% leader skills in the game. Like, there's a lot here that you can get, right? So what we're going to do is I'm focusing mainly, like when you're team building, you want to focus on the first two, or the, the 170 categories, right? So as long as you can get all your units to fit within the 170, don't worry as much about the 200. Those will kind of naturally come as you build the team. But we're looking at superheroes and hybrids. So let's go into my team tab here. So we're going to go in here. So I'm using this old physical, this old physical Ultimate Gohan is going to be my stand-in for LR Ultimate Gohan, right? So this team's going to have a lot of similarities to my Piccolo team, but this is kind of like probably one of my favorite team builds would be something like this. So the thing with Ultimate Gohan, his link set is kind of wonky, and he can struggle for ki if you don't get shocking speed, right? So, and I didn't really like a lot of the options for shocking speed, so I was really just looking at, what are some best units I can run here that we can kind of get some decent links with. And at least we're going to get like Fierce Battle Legendary Power, right? So my thought was we could run Ultimate Gohan on rotation with this guy, who's also one of the best units in the game, right? So let's go ahead and do that. And then the Gamma rotation, I know I did it on my Piccolo video, but the Gamma rotation is busted. So I like that Gamma rotation as another one. And then Pan, she's like a must float on these teams. I feel like she's really good. And then I like that Gohan has the option to get this AGL Gohan. Kind of funny, like they built the banners kind of well in that, like, AGL Pikkon and AGL Gohan were both on the banners, and I'm actually liking them as floaters on each character's team. I liked Pikkon on Piccolo's team, and I'm liking Gohan here on Gohan's team. So this Gohan is awesome because he has a really good active skill. He has a good defensive support. If you decide you want to throw him on rotation, he does stack defense, and he can get to very good defensive numbers, right? I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's like the gaze of respect, man. I wish that Piccolo and Gohan both had this gaze of respect. That would be 2 ki and 10% attack and defense. They really fumbled the gaze of respect. How do neither of these units have gaze of respect for these new units, right? Or maybe the new Gohan had. Hold on, let me double check. Does the new Gohan have gaze of respect? I'm pretty sure he doesn't. I gotta double check that because I don't want to like be misspeaking here. Let me look at the new Ultimate Gohan. Maybe they did give it to him. Let me double check here. No, they didn't. I got that right. Yeah, how do neither of these have gaze of respect? I thought for sure that the new Piccolo and the Gohan were both going to have gaze of respect together. Neither of them have it. Kind of crazy, right? Because gaze of respect would work really well with this Gohan. So anyways, that's kind of like, I would say this here is probably my favorite team build, or the one I would run the most in difficult content. Now, obviously, you sub things in and out as you go. This Gohan, I would say very similar to how I talked about Pikkon. If you're in an event against a Pure Saiyan or a Pure Saiyan or a movie boss, then you probably want to do Tech God Goku in that slot. That's probably what you'd want to do there, right? So showing another team build. Once again, this is showing some other possible rotations. So obviously Tech Ultimate Gohan, he's definitely a player here. After he transforms, he is probably the best linking partner for the new Ultimate Gohan, and he does have shocking speed after transforming. The problem is you usually don't want to transform this guy because you just like him to stack defense and be ridiculous. But if you're in a longer event, he gets enough time to stack up. Transforming him to link better with the Gohan isn't the worst idea, right? So obviously Tech Ultimate Gohan needs to be like a high priority card you can run. Obviously the Year 7 Gods are still a very good unit, so if you want to run them on here, you certainly can do that. And I would say on this particular build, I would just run them on rotation with this Tech God Goku. Once again, though, you want to make sure you're going against a Pure Saiyan or a movie boss for this. And then here's the thing, like Piccolo, like I had to include him because he's so good, right? The thing is Piccolo doesn't really synergize well on the Gohan team. Like, the best way I can really see to use him is like you could just have him floating there and like get his rage mode. You can run him on rotation, but on Gohan's team, like STR Piccolo isn't on here, so like you're really struggling for like linking partners, right? So for on rotation trying to run him, it's a lot tougher. I mean, you can, like, if you really want to, and you could run him on rotation with the new LR Gohan, right? I think they only share 2 links. You're only going to get Fierce Battle and Legendary Power. And there's a lot packed into those 2 links. But you're not getting, like, any key links there, right? So, without key, because Legendary Power isn't going to give key, and then Fierce Battle doesn't give key, right? So, without key links, it's going to be tough. You have to hope that things go your way, but I mean, if you got like this guy floating around, maybe changing orbs for you, something like that, you definitely could try it. So I threw Piccolo on here. I don't know that I would recommend, me personally, that I would like using Piccolo on Gohan's team. I would maybe want to come up with a different build, but I had to throw him out here because I'm not going to not mention Piccolo, who might be the best unit in the game on a possible team. The thing with these teams that's crazy is between like the Gohan, the Piccolo, and then, you know, this guy is on both of their teams. Like, they're like talks for top unit in the game, right? So the fact that you can have like 2 of the best units in the game on the same team is pretty crazy. And then I just wanted to throw Bola out here. She's actually a pretty decent support unit with a lot of dodge, so she can get through content. You just want to make sure you have a Vegeta on the team if you're going to run her. And the nice thing is this unit counts as a Vegeta. So like that would fulfill her qualifications. Just make sure that if you're running her, that there's a Vegeta somewhere on your team. Here's more of like a Future Saga centric build if you want to run Future Saga units. What you would want to do here is you want to make sure this guy is on rotation with a Trunks for sure. So probably this guy you could run him on rotation with either of these 2 LRs in the middle, but probably run him on rotation with that guy. And then this could just be another rotation, maybe with this Trunks and Mai. Then you would just be floating the Gohans. Otherwise, you just smash Gohan with whoever you want the other rotation to be. They're not going to link great, right? But just wanted to show you, like, this is a more thematic build. But once again, if you're going to run more Future Saga, you might as well just, like, run this guy as the lead and just do that, right? But just to show you that these are other options, other units you can run with Gohan. This guy, I think you could throw it as an option. If your team is mostly Hybrid Saiyans, this guy's a good support for Hybrid Saiyans. They'll definitely get smacked up in Red Zone, though, so be careful about that. And then, just like on the Piccolo, because we have the superhero category, you literally have all of these blue units, these God units, these Ultra Instincts, anything from Dragon Ball Super. Like, these are all options, right? And so, same thing I talked about in Piccolo. If you want to smash together rotations with any combination of these, definitely feel free to do that. I think most of these units are only going to be getting, well, no, Bond of Parent and Child with See, with Piccolo, most of these were 170. I think this guy was on Bond of Master and Disciple, so he worked on Piccolo's as a 200. But since Gohan's got Bond of Parent and Child, like almost all of these I think are going to be 200. I think it's just the Vegetos that wouldn't fall under the 200. But yeah, all these just Vegeta Goku units, they're all Bond of Parent and Child, so yeah, pretty crazy. So anyways, guys, there you go. Let me know what you think about Ultimate Gohan. I'm going to say overall, I do like the Piccolo team a little bit better. Just because Piccolo, I feel like, is a better unit. I would rather have 2 Piccolos than 2 Gohans. But Gohan's still like a crazy good unit. So if you got Gohan, don't feel bad about that. Make some fun teams. But I would say right now, this is my pick for the Gohan team for my favorite. But obviously, this team is going to fluctuate. Once again, God Goku would probably be in there for AGL Gohan if he fits, right? So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.